what you been up to these days with Cynic?
Well, let's see here. We've been touring pretty much nonstop since the record came out in the end of November, and just got back last week from doing a bunch of festivals and dates at Dream Theater in Europe. I leave again next Wednesday to do a handful of more festivals and a week headline tour in Western Europe, and that's pretty much it. Just kind of in touring and promotion mode.
Did you practice much when you were a young guy?
I still do. Yeah, I practice a lot, especially through my college years, my early teens, pretty much through from my teens until my mid-20s. I was practicing a lot, but I still practice a lot. You know, it never ends.
What type of amplification do you use today for your guitars?
I use Steinberg guitars. I have a bunch of them, and then I use a company called Fractal Audio, my main preamp. I'm running live, and that's I just run everything direct, so I don't use cabinets. I have impulses of cabinets that I use through the Fractal Audio.
Mm-hmm.
I emulate Wagner speakers and stuff, but otherwise I'm just keeping it really clean.
Did you always stick with the no-neck guitars like we see today and in the days of your debt days?
Yeah, I've been Steinbergers for a long time. Definitely, I did play one on Human, and but I've also regular guitars and had vintage guitars and all that stuff. But for the heavier stuff and for Cynic and everything, I've always just preferred Steinbergers.
Do you customize it at all to your preference?
Yeah, I do.
Just play them stock.
Definitely. Yeah, I customize. I have different configurations on almost all of them. You know, some of them have EMGs, other ones have bare knuckle pickups that I use. There's different little things, you know, it just depends on the guitar.
So like you said, you were just back from Europe and all that stuff to play on tours?
Yeah, I just got back just about a week and a half ago, and I'm headed back out next week.
Would you say the tours has gotten bigger at all with the fans?
It really depends on the tour, you know. Headline shows generally do well for us, and touring with Dream Theater was the biggest we've done. We were playing arenas in Europe, so that was really...
Would you say that when you and Sean Reynard get together, the music tends to be total original, you know, Paul Masvidal and Sean Reynard stuff? Because if he plays with somebody else, will it, you know, end up sounding like what you guys do together, and vice versa? You guys have that unique togetherness in sound?
I don't know, you know. I know that we've been playing together a long time, and we know how to do together, and it works, you know. You know, a lot. It's just, I think what I do as a fighter and what he does as a drummer, you know, those worlds merging somehow work. You know, they work together. But I'm not sure if I could say it doesn't work with other projects either. It's just we have our own unique characteristics that come together for us. It's a certain chemistry, you know.
Because on your work on the Human album, did you guys participate a lot in it? I think you did, because the sound is, you know, like Cynic's Focus album. You know, it's very classic.
Chuck was an old friend, you know. I grew up with Chuck, so playing with him on Human was kind of a natural evolution. And I think the difference with our relation compared to other durations Chuck's had is that he was really comfortable with us. And so when we were making Human, it was really laid back and really free. And he really wanted to change, wanted to do something new. And so he was, to some degree, deferring to us, but also they were still his songs at the end of the day. You know, we were just adding color, you know, to black and white image. That's how I see it.
Does it feel good to know that you participated on an album which sold 500,000 copies up to now?
Oh, it hasn't sold that much? Sure, it feels great. I don't really base my, you know, validation on the number of sales. I base it on the quality of the work, but that's good to know. I'm happy for Chuck.
The album is classified as a real classic. You know that it made Guitar World list.
20 years now it came out, so.
Did you do a lot of thinking, like where am I going to go on the solos? or did it come out naturally?
I think it's a combination of thinking and calculating and letting go. Just really both.
You guys are going to be evolving in the future also after Trace in the
I
Air?
don't know how not to evolve. Really be natural, I think, to evolve and to grow and to expand, especially as a musician who feels like a student. So, really, I wouldn't want to make the same record twice, that's for sure.
Going back to your days of practicing the guitar, how many hours a day did you practice?
Oh, it just depended, Some days an hour, other days 8 hours. It's the same today. It's trying to keep it up, and keep learning and keep absorbing new information.
Do you do any seminars and stuff like that?
I haven't. No, I haven't done clinics or any stuff like that. Not yet.
You should maybe think about that. I'm sure there'd be a lot of young kids that would love to see the great Paul Masvidal play on guitar and, show them chops.
Maybe. I'm not really much of a chops guy, I'd rather teach songwriting, I think, or a different kind of thing than just shredding. But we'll see. I taught guitar for years. I had private students and stuff, so maybe we'll do a bunch of things. Anything's possible.
What's the best memories in the days of debt?
Again, Chuck was somebody I grew up with. I knew him since I was in my teens, and my middle, 16 years old, 15 years old. So it's a long relationship that had a lot of different dynamics and everything. And it was fun. Making the album was a lot of fun. We had a great time, and it's just one of those long kind of friendships and relationships that has a lot of different memories that are really special and unique.
What type of effects do you use?
Through the fractal audio.
And how has California been taking Cynic? Do you guys play in California at all? Or is it mostly just European for this type of music?
No, we've done 2 U.S. tours already. So we've played L.A. a few times and played throughout California already a couple of times this year. Thanks, Jason. Thanks for the interview.
Well, Paul, it's been a pleasure talking to you, and you take care.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Jason. Take care.